All right, guys. Welcome to the first ever installment of Wisdom, your number one source for pointless yet still useful content and information. I'm your co-host, Jeremy, and beside me I have
Peter. That's my name.
Peter.
I know you hired me off of Fiverr, but you should have read my name before.
Yeah, I just saw like he had a nice shirtless picture of him caressing a lobster. So I was like, this guy's the real deal.
No, that never existed.
And then from there, just best friends, co-hosts of the number one rated by News Weekly podcast of the year.
Our lawyer says we can't say that.
Oh,
it's not true.
Shit. Well, I'll just fire her.
That's our goal. Yeah, we definitely want News Weekly to
so if you're out there, if you're out there, I mean, hit me up. You got my Snapchat, my Venmo.
Yeah, Snapchat and Venmo will be in the description for sure.
Yeah, click the link in the description, subscribe, News Weekly. Anybody else, screw off. We just want News
no.
Weekly.
CNN, go. No.
Yeah, fuck you.
All right. So first off, this episode is sponsored by Nonexistent Apparel.
Oh, shit.
Big shout out. And
what is non-existent, Peter?
It doesn't exist. That's the definition of the word non-existent. Shit. But do you want to know more about the clothing brand?
This dude really. Yeah. Is it a clothing brand?
It's apparel, so yeah.
Is it just clothes?
I think they have other things too.
Oh my God.
I think they sent you something, Jeremy.
That's so current and edgy. Yes, they did send me something, and they actually released this past week. All you golfers out there, we got these golf caps. All black, contrasting white rope. Whatever you do on the weekends and weekdays, what have you, I don't judge. Contrasting snap. This is insane, boys. Never done before. You see this shit? Like, look at this patch. Quality stuff here.
They didn't pay us that much for the product.
Hand sewn. Yeah, you're right. But, if you're out there and News Weekly, sees how much we endorse our sponsorships.
That's what News Weekly looks for. So
come on back. I mean, look at that teddy bear. It's so cute. It has a beanie and gauges.
It's got the ace of spades or hearts.
Ace of hearts, boys, on the chest.
Not the ace of spades. Is there an ace of spades version?
Nah, but we totally can because we are open to suggestions. But yeah, boys, that's gonna go fast. So
who's we?
Get on the site. Who's we?
Are you saying? Are you non-existent?
I am non-existent because I just choose not to be.
Oh, everyone can be non-existent.
Anyone can be non-existent. That's the beauty.
That's some of the wisdom we're hoping to impart on our listeners.
Yeah, so tune in.
All right, let's move on.
Should we get into the freaking questions or what?
Let's introduce ourselves a little bit.
Yeah, sure. So,
first.
Should I go first? So as most of you probably know, we are two WPI students, recent grads. My name is Jeremy Lopez. I'm a recent 2020 grad. My major was mechanical engineering, so that's pretty sick. I moved to a small town in Western New York now, and that's where I reside. And I co-run the Wisdom and Non-Existent with my boy to the left here.
Oh. The boy to the left is on the right on my screen, so we'll see how that turns out. But shoot. My name is Peter, and I'm also 2020 grad. What are the chances that we are both 2020 grads?
Yeah,
since if we met each other during school.
Small world.
I studied industrial engineering at WPI, and I'm also now doing my graduate degree in supply chain management. And starting to look for jobs. I decided to start looking for jobs. I was going to do graduate school full time, but being off campus, kind of remote, I don't actually need that much time for grad school. So I'm going to start job search.
Petey is looking for jobs near where I live. So look out, Western New York. Because you got the bad boys coming, the Bash Brothers.
That's what they called us back in the day.
Oh yeah,
the bad boys.
Back in our
Bash Brothers, bad boy.
Back in our days.
Back when we were kings on campus.
Yep, our pictures are everywhere. Some are on wanted signs, but still, any publicity is good publicity. So.
We may not be allowed on campus anymore, but anyway.
And yeah, our lawyer said we couldn't say that either. So,
all right, well, now that you know a little bit about us, let's actually start talking about something somewhat interesting.
Yeah. Well said.
Tips for job internship hunting, Jeremy. What do you got? Since you're hired.
All right. So I managed to get a job. Very lucky, especially in this economic climate that we find ourselves in. But I found my job on LinkedIn. Some people don't really see LinkedIn as a place that you can find jobs, but your boy did it. Most people go on ZipRecruiter, Indeed. I have never had luck on ZipRecruiter. There's like this bot too on ZipRecruiter that just
offends you,
annoys the shit out of you. Yeah, like to the point of offense, where they're just contacting you with these fake news about a new job coming up, and I'm like, get off my screen. But Indeed, on the other hand, very good. And I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. You're gonna have to apply to hella jobs, and you'll hear from 2, 3 people. And then from there, people think that the interviewers want to hear what they want to hear, which is partially true. But what I try to focus on in interviews is talking about what I have experience in and not trying to expand off of that and like
be honest.
Try too hard. Just like talk about what you've done. Go through your resume, that's always a good thing to circle back to. If you find yourself without having anything to say, just like go talk about your resume from top to bottom, Visualize it.
I'd say even before, like when you're making your resume, a lot of people feel like they don't have a lot of stuff to put on their resume. I definitely felt like that freshman year because, I had nothing to my name.
Of course.
But what I did at WPI was I pretty much took every opportunity that came my way to do something and did it. So I was on a varsity sports team. So that, is something to put on your resume because that is a huge time commitment and that shows that you have some form of time management skill. But then what I did the summer after freshman year was the London Humanities and Arts like study abroad for a term thing. And that was really cool. I know a lot of people might not want to do that because of financial limitations and such. But you should try talking to the schools. They have a lot of like study abroad scholarships now that they didn't actually have 3 years ago. So just try to find a way to get yourself to do an experience like that, because after freshman year, chances are you're not going to get an internship. So I did that during the summer and I had something to show for it. And that's kind of how you start building up your resume. And then once you get to IQP, the junior year project for people who aren't from WPI, you want to choose a project that sounds as good as possible for your resume or for what career you want to go into. And then your senior year project, your MQP, that's pretty much your bread and butter, what you want to do when you get out of college. And that's a lot of thinking you'll have to do on your own to see what you were interested in. And, hopefully you'll have internships that you can kind of, see what you actually want to do.
Yeah. Now, you went to London, and that's where you completed your humanities requirement, actually. That was like your final, because most people have to take a seminar. They're probably aware of that. But
Well, most people who went to London did their seminar there, but I didn't actually have enough humanities credits because they were like, I just couldn't get into any. And I probably didn't realize that I should have done it. But I just did 3 credits during London. I didn't do a seminar. And then I did my seminar like junior year or something.
So 3 credits, is that like 3 classes?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know if that's the actual credit to class ratio, but
okay.
3 classes I meant to say.
Yeah. Yeah, so lots of opportunities there. Like what Peter said, chances are you probably won't get an internship related to your field, since freshman year is a lot of those required classes, chemistry, physics. So just find other ways to create experience. Show the world what you can do.
Yeah. Exactly. What a wise thing to say from Jeremy.
Wise yet dumb. There should be a podcast that combines the two.
It's a great idea. Or maybe it's not a great idea. We'll find out.
Started it. We'll see. We're still testing the waters. Still testing it.
Right. Okay, so now that the truth is out that we also run Nonexistent, I don't know if that was apparent from the
intro. They did not sponsor us. We sponsored ourselves, so we're those people. But whatever.
Being honest is really important. Do as we say, not as we do.
Exactly. Wise words.
So what are we working on for Nonexistent right now?
So you actually have the screen printer. So
yeah,
you started up. We're gonna be able to restock these cool shirts. I could probably pull up the.
Yeah, if you want to pull up the site. We had it,
and then I'll share my screen for you guys to see.
So we were a little bit of background. We were screen printing in Worcester when we were there, but since we had to move out, or we couldn't really get back to Worcester easily, when I moved out, I packed up all the screen printing stuff, but during that time we weren't able to get one of the t-shirts out, so it went out of stock, and we're starting that again.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, so once this loads, it is loaded. Cool. Floramanati. This was the first thing we kind of collabed on, right, Peter?
Yeah, collaborative.
For Nonexistent. Peter took this. That was back in the day. Oh my God, snow was on the ground. Guys, we were living. We really were. We were still students at the school. So that's it. Pretty cool design. The nail color actually changes, which is also very unique.
I really want to make a video about like some of the screen printing or like other like vinyl cutting, some of the kind of techniques we do.
Like a tutorial video?
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
Just touring, what we have going on.
And it could be like really like high production value, like good cameras and stuff.
I mean,
you know what I mean? That's what I mean by high production value. You're right. I'm thinking about getting a camera, like an actual shooting camera.
You should.
I was wondering, like, if you had any, I was thinking of getting a Canon EOS T100. It's like the intro to actual photography camera.
E100?
Yeah, or EOS T100.
Honestly, you should look at used stuff. look for used like So the thing about Canon, I feel like they don't generally, even though I have a 60D for my webcam here.
Ooh.
And pretty high production value. I think they don't really give a good amount of features for the money, we'll say. I mean, it's quality camera and all, but I was looking at the Lumix G7, which does 4K recording and is like pretty solid all around.
G7.
And
Holy
it's
crap.
not too expensive considering its features. $500.
Is it a good intro camera, I think?
I would imagine. I mean, I don't have one, so I can't really put too much behind that. But from my research,
look nice.
It looks
it does look nice.
Best budget 4K camera.
All right, you heard it here, guys. Any guys looking to get into photography and like explore your creative side? Get a Lumix G7. Is it just G7 or DMC G7?
DMC G7. I think you'll find this. You'll find it searching either one.
Damn. Yeah, I was just looking in Walmart the other day and I saw like one of those nice lens cameras. I've always wanted one of those. Mm-hmm. Never got one. Never had the money. But now I guess I kind of do, and I want to finally invest in one of those cameras. And then it was like the cheapest one that they had.
The T100?
Yeah, the T100.
Gotcha. Yeah, I would. It'd be cool. It'd be cool to do like a little feature on beginner cameras and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that could be
Jacob talking about it maybe.
Oh, we could get Jacob on the pod?
Yeah, why not?
Dude, let's get Jacob on the pod. All right. Sure. All right, guys. We're getting Jacob on the pod. That means you got to tune in next time. Week.
Yeah.
What should we talk about next? Favorite Worcester eateries? That was a big one.
Yeah.
People
are curious. Now, I'm going to be quite honest, and I'm going to share my screen, I think. There is one place that I recommend above all else. Can you see that?
Oh, boy. Oh, yeah, I can see it.
All right, where is WPI? Oh, yeah, boy.
What is that? Bombers? Boimers?
Not bombers. Boomers. Look how close that thing is to campus.
Yeah, that is close, guys. Can't beat it.
Boom.
You could draw a straight line. Feet. You could literally float there.
You just follow this line. You just got to go through Riley, through some houses, and you're there.
Knock some people down along the way.
It's crazy.
Cause an accident here and there, but as long as you get the boomers.
Okay, so the reason I like boomers though is their menu is freaking ridiculous. They've got so many things, and they actually do a good job.
It is true.
Pretty much all of them, which is almost unheard of for a restaurant with that size of a menu. And then they also have, if you sign up for their email stuff, you get like crazy coupons. Like I sometimes get 50% off coupons on like an $8 meal. So
yeah,
math.
You get steal of a deal.
Yeah, it's crazy. Highly recommend
all day.
They make like pizza, wraps, sandwiches.
Calzone. That's like what I only get are the calzones.
The calzones are good.
Yeah.
But that's my number one. That's my go-to. There's a few other things on this street. Like there's Subway here. I never went to Tech Pizza.
I did.
You did? How was it bad?
Don't go to Tech Pizza, guys.
Oh man.
Yeah. Sure, it's cheap, but it's cheap for a reason.
Oof, yeah.
It's just not good.
Do they
not good
stick
stuff.
Frozen pizzas in? Oh yeah.
It feels like they do. The crust is off. The ratios are just imperfect and not worth it.
Boyan. I also love Boyan. Burger is just massive.
What's the burger? Is it
any of their burgers are like $12, but they got the burger, fries,
it's not bad.
Onion rings, altogether, it's ridiculous.
That's pretty good for a burger, $12.
Yeah, Thai time is pretty good.
I get their drunken noodles. Make sure get your drunken
The
noodles.
pineapple fried rice is very good. I'm not a huge fan of Thai food, but I do like the fried rice. You know, who doesn't like fried rice? Dragon Dynasty. All right, so
Go to Dragon.
you and one friend, you know, should go to Dragon Dynasty. Each order something, and then the next morning, one of you will be sick, or at least that's what it was. Was like when I went there. So I'd say there's a 50% chance you'll get sick by eating there. I don't know if I think they changed. They might have changed something there, so it could be different from when I was there. But
someone literally got hepatitis, and they're still open. So
that might be
love
a
that.
I want to give them the benefit of the doubt because, like, I feel bad about talking smack about all these places, but
I don't know, man. This is the content that the people signed up for.
Yeah. Except if they don't let me in ever again. Not that I would. No. Sole proprietor. A lot of people like it.
Tell us about the time.
Oh my God. What was that salad called?
It was the wedge salad, I think.
Wedge salad.
Yeah.
I apparently this is what a wedge salad is, but I saw that thing. It looked like you know, a thing of cabbage cut in half, or maybe iceberg lettuce or something, cut straight in half. They poured some like a blob of dressing on it and called it a day, and then sold it for like $10.
$10.
Well, how much was it?
I don't know. It was probably $10. It was like probably like $7.50. It was late night sold too, so like it was on sale.
More than $2 for that. Like that's the cheapest thing they could have ever made.
You were so mad too, and it was Ricardo's. So it was our friend Ricardo.
It wasn't even my food.
And you're like, don't eat that. And then Peter had the straightest face on him. He was like dead ass. And he took a picture of it and immediately Yelped it.
I'll see if I can find the picture and I'll put it in here. Yeah.
That was hilarious.
I think I did put it on Yelp or Google Reviews or something.
Yes, something like that. It was probably Google Reviews.
That really tilted me.
You were heated. Wedge salad. I mean, it looked sad. It looked super sad. Like no effort at all. But then we looked up wedge salads, and they kind of are supposed to look like you just chop a piece of cabbage like in half. But who would get that? I guess Ricardo.
John Carlos said that. Yeah, that's a real thing, man. It's like
Oh my God. Well, you know, John Carlos. It's a real thing. It's real. That's how it's supposed to look.
Oh, groceries, Price Chopper, 100%. Like, I actually like Price Chopper. A lot of people go all the way to freaking Shaw's up. Where is it? It's even further. Like, come on, man.
If you have a friend with a car, you know, organize a day to go.
But if you don't have a car and you have two legs that work, you can go here, and it's cheap as hell, dirt cheap. Yep. It's, you know, maybe not the classiest establishment, but
it's good people.
I've never gotten sick by eating their produce or anything. So
yeah, good stuff.
Bagel Time, pretty good place. I don't know. I feel like I've been there once, so I don't know what the prices are like. Since that's like number one for college students, you know.
Bagel Time's pretty. I mean, for me at least, it was a splurge. It was a special occasion. Like, I haven't seen you, bro, in a long time. Let's go get Bagel Time. I was like, okay, cool. Their sandwiches are good.
Oh, the Fix, good. I could not eat there every day, or I would go broke.
But
people buy these like burger cards. I don't know if they're still doing them.
I think they are
this year. But the burger card is like, it's $500, but it's a burger. You can have a burger per day or something. Is it $500? It's like $400 or $500. So if you want to spend that much, I mean, if you eat one burger every day, it definitely pays for itself. But
I think Tom might have had the burger card.
I feel like Tom would
like a lot.
I feel like Tom would do that.
Yeah. He'd be like, it's a steal of a deal.
Beg your parents to get you one, maybe. Then you're set. Oh, Dunkin'. There's a Dunkin' on campus. That's never a bad idea. And then if you manage to go into Shrewsbury, there is lots of good food. Not that. What is it called?
Not
Shrewsbury
what?
Street. Shrewsbury Street, if I can find it. Oh,
Did he say Shroomsbury?
wait. I think I'm stupid.
Is that a Hooters?
This isn't in Shrewsbury.
Yeah, where are you?
This is.
Oh, there's
Worcester.
Bolero. That is Shrewsbury.
This is Shrewsbury? I don't think so.
I just saw the bowling place.
It's in Worcester. It's Shrewsbury Street, Worcester. All right, well, cut that.
Is this Shrewsbury Street? Yeah, we'll
this
cut
is
that out.
Shrewsbury. But Shrewsbury Street has, you could literally go to every restaurant and be fine. Well,
Five Guys, classic burgers, cheap too.
Yeah. Although, my number one thing is if you're here and you got an apartment with a kitchen, you should really learn how to cook. Like, do everything in your power to learn how to cook, because you can save a lot of money by cooking your own food, and you're gonna have to learn how to cook when you get out of college. So why not just do it now?
Ditto.
Right, Jeremy? I mean, you have to cook, right?
Oh yes, and the cuisines I'm chefing up every day. Chef's kiss, let me tell you. Mac and cheese with hot sauce.
Okay. All right, maybe
Spaghetti.
this is what happens. This is what happens when you don't learn how to cook. You make mac and cheese for every meal.
What are you talking about? I make the best mac and cheese.
Fair enough. All right.
It's good mac and cheese. But I'm venturing out. We made onion rings one time back when school was still in session.
That was fun.
We had an onion ring party, but we couldn't figure out the fried chicken situation. We just could not figure that out for some reason.
Yeah, we didn't do a good job with our fried chicken.
No. You remember how it looked?
Rough.
Like the one that was that was edible. It was black.
It was like,
and
yeah, we might
edible.
Kind of edible, yeah.
Yeah,
I think we should have done small chicken, or actually learn how to fry
maybe.
chicken. Yeah,
chicken nuggets would have.
Oh, that would have been pretty good, actually.
Yeah, we could have sliced up the tenders into little nugget pieces and then fried those.
Yeah, we could have done that if we had any brain at all. Wisdom.
Yeah. If we had wisdom.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
All right. So, Jeremy.
Yes.
How did you get accepted to a top engineering school?
So it's a pretty good engineering school, You're going for engineering most likely, and people in the industry, in the engineering industry, know what WPI is. So it was definitely a good option for me, except for all you people in high school looking to go to WPI who don't really have the best SAT scores as I did. I was not really a good SAT test taker. So yeah,
what'd you do?
What'd you do? WPI. I'll tell you what I did.
Tell me.
I'll tell you what I did. So what I did was, WPI had this option where you could optionally submit your SAT scores, or instead you could do flex path, which was you had to submit this document explaining why you're fit for WPI, and then showcasing your projects that could apply to what you'd be learning in WPI. So I liked to build a lot, things from scratch in high school. So I would post pictures in my document of these little mechanisms that I built, which required the engineering process. So I posted pictures of my notebook with all the engineering drawings and all the dimensions that I had in it. And then that eventually led to the final product. One of my main projects that I think got a lot of attention was when I built a mini bike completely from scratch. And that was obviously, it required a lot of plans, engineering dimensions, taking measurements, and then ultimately fabricating it. So I learned how to weld in high school on my own. I got a welder for Christmas one year, just a little cheap MIG welder. It made terrible welds, but it held the thing together. And I had to source my own material. So I used just standard aluminum, weld it together, make the measurements. I had to overcome some adversity, which they love. You know, if you have a challenge and you overcome it, talk about that. And yeah, that's what I did. But I also submitted my SAT scores, like, just for the heck of it, because they weren't bad, but they weren't the best. Mm-hmm. So submitted FlexPath and SAT scores, and just fight, I guess. Fight for what you want. If you really want it, you can do it.
I think the key there is you can't just not submit your SATs. You have to have some kind of substance behind, you know, or some evidence that you would fit in at WPI, or that you have some kind of engineering background, or, you know, because Jeremy, this project is not, this is the first time I've heard of this project also, that Jeremy ever did this, which cool. is really interesting. But, and I've known him for 4 years. But
yeah,
that's like a significant project. Like, that is something big, and you can't just get in. You can't just not submit your SAT scores and then have nothing else to show. You need a portfolio of, like, to be honest, you need a portfolio that shows you have some kind of skill, or you work well in project groups or something like that.
Yeah. Math and science is actually really important. Good thing, like, I had good grades in high school in math and science, and I had good relationships with my teachers that would give me good references, because that's also good if you have scholarly people that you knew that can talk highly of you. And I think, I might be wrong, but I think WPI requires you to have a reference from both math and science people. Because I remember I had to get one from my math teacher and one of my science teachers, because WPI had that requirement.
I think my math and science teacher was the same person. So.
Oh no! Hey, I mean, even better. Did they like you, or did they hate you?
I was never accepted into WPI, and I was actually I was just there for the fun.
I was just yeah, for 4 years. Just went to he made, like, Peter made his own class plan, course schedule, and then he just went to the lectures.
I mean, did you ever see me in a class? I feel like we did actually have a class together.
We did. We had a linear algebra with Weeks.
Oh yeah, Susie or Suzanne.
Susie. Yep.
She was very, what's the word? I feel like a lot of people didn't like her, but she was just very punchy, I guess, like enthusiastic, almost in her own way.
She hit her students?
No. No.
Oh,
I don't know.
My God.
She wasn't bad, I guess.
No.
I don't really remember, to be honest.
She was very scary. She would call on people.
She was scary, but without an enthusiastic, scary combo, you know.
Yeah. I mean, she's high up in WPI.
Yeah, she is.
But she was scary. She would call on people when they did not want to be called on, which I never like. There's this one girl who I remember, like, she was wearing a duck shirt it was just cute, like, baby blue shirt with a bunch of pictures of cute ducks on it. And then that's what Suzanne used to point her out.
Oh no,
she's
duck
like,
shirt.
You in the duck shirt, what's the answer to this? And she was like, oh my God, why did I wear a duck shirt? She just wanted to wear her duck shirt that day. I felt so bad.
Maybe I got it wrong. Maybe Mrs. Weeks did not want to be there. Professor Reese.
Yeah.
Because she was
She's
super
too
high up, but then they like did they like make her teach a class, or maybe professors have to teach a
Maybe.
class or something?
She's like a high up math teacher.
Yeah,
That's kind of what I mean.
she's like probably the director. I'll just look it up.
I get a
But
lot of emails from her still.
me too.
Suzanne Weeks. I don't know why though. And it's not about math.
She's associate dean of undergraduate studies, interim.
Okay. Oh,
That's why.
intern. Okay, so right now she holds a pretty high level position. I wonder why she's intern.
I don't know.
I wonder where the other person is. Yeah.
Can't remember if they fired him. There's a lot of drama, that I'm not too caught up on.
WPI drama. Next episode.
The WPI Reddit is a great place for drama and WPI memes.
Shoot.
So
yeah, keep the memes coming, guys. We get a kick out of them. We're always monitoring the subreddit, even though we are never monitoring it. But
yeah, yeah. Okay, I guess if we want to continue with how to get accepted into a top engineering school, I'll give a short thing of what I did. So my school did not have a traditional grading system. We had it was either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, some BS like that, or it was like below target, on target, above target. So you can't really make a GPA out of that. So that was kind of a problem. So they I'm not sure the math behind it, but they converted our GPAs, and they converted our grades into GPAs somehow. I don't even know how they did it. I don't know if they made up a number for it. I don't know what they did, but I ended up getting a 4.0, but so did a lot of people in my grade, and there was only 40 or 50 people in my grade. So, I guess
you went to a small school.
It was small.
Right?
It was small.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I totally. I don't know if my grade is as valuable as a grade from another school. I definitely don't think it is. But but the other thing about my school is we had projects every Friday. Our full day was dedicated to projects, group projects. So I had 3 different projects during the time I was there that I used to write about in my essay, I think. And my SAT scores were okay. They weren't 800s. Oh, did you do the SATs? Did you do the 3-part SAT, or did you have the 2-part?
I'm pretty sure I had 3-part.
Yeah, 3-part. And then they got rid of it right after our year. It became 2 parts.
Yeah, and then didn't the scaling change too, or something? I forgot.
I don't know. I think it's still 800. I think it's up to 800 for each category.
It's up to 800. Oh, for each category. That sounds right.
Yeah. But
right when we got out, they changed it.
No, but I'm glad they changed it when they did, because my writing score, the writing is the one they got rid of, I think, or they condensed it. But my writing score was my best score, so I'm glad they did.
Oh, Peter, the little poet.
Yeah, baby.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Peter has a big mustache. And so
it's all for you. Oh.
It's all No, I like yours better. And it's all for you.
Yeah, I'm working hard on it. Just every night, just pushing. Like that.
You're lifting weights with your mustache?
Yeah, I put a weight on each end.
Yeah. And
pretty tough.
Just like that. So all you with mustaches out there.
That's another tip.
Follow Peter's advice. Yeah.
I might go into the dumb category, but don't worry about it.
It's still whiz. Still good, dumb.
It's still good old wisdom phone.
Cool. So should we get to the WPI subreddit questions? Or whatnot?
Let's do it.
All right. So as you guys know, we post on the WPI subreddit asking what you guys want us to talk about. and we got a few responses back for this week. One of them is actually talking about Worcester, I guess in general, things to do on and around campus, as that would be a cool thing to talk about. You know what? To make this even more personal, let me read you off the name,
comment itself.
Yeah, the comment, and then like the screen name of the person who posted it. Because whenever like I submit questions to people's podcasts sometimes, and I would feel special if I got recognition for it. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. What year? Say like what their year is. I think there's that in.
It actually does say it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I didn't know that. This guy is CS, like computer science, class of 2021. And this is from a real swell fellow. Nice. Shouts out a real swell fellow.
Real swell fellow.
I bet you really are real swell.
He's real swell because he or she is real swell because they answered our question.
So there it is. You are swell, fellow. Thank you for being swell. So a real swell fellow asks, talking about Worcester and things to do on and around campus would be cool. And I was like, awesome. We'll definitely talk about it.
So we
got to talk about it. Do you want to go or should I go?
Yeah, I mean, just kind of. Worcester is definitely not Boston or New York City or other very culturally significant cities in the United States. But you and that means you got to put a little work into finding out what to do around there. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck in your dorm room. And when people are stuck in their dorm rooms, there's only one thing to do. And I think you can guess what that is. Well, there's a couple things to do, but you can guess what those are.
Yeah.
Involves liquids, both of them. Okay, so
taking a shower?
Yeah, that's another thing to do.
Taking a shower? I like it. Brush your teeth. Hygiene.
But let's see, what was I? I mean, I didn't actually have a lot of time on a lot of weekends because we had like events to go to for sports. But Jeremy was always trying to drag me to go see like concerts and stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's true.
We should talk about those.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, there was one concert that was really fun. Was that your first like actual concert?
Yeah. Was it Movements?
Was that your first concert ever?
Yeah, I think so. Movements?
Yeah, Movements. And like they're a big band now, so we saw them when they were still small.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. But who else was on that bill? Gleamer.
Gleamer. Yeah.
We went for Gleamer. Yeah. But then, like, there were other bands called Super Whatever, Can't Swim, and Movements. Movements was a headliner. I had listened to Movements before, but I had never really been that into them.
Yeah. But now that they're popular,
you really like Super Whatever.
I like Super Whatever a lot. Yeah. I like their songs.
And like we saw them, like their first song was so raw and so.
Catherine with a K, is that the one?
It was Television. So it was the one where he was like, I want to kill myself. And everyone was just like, yeah.
Yeah, go for it, man.
Like, yeah, you do it. No, but like that really got everyone's attention was like, that's the first lyric of that song.
Yeah, they awesome. Do some good like melancholy, like raw songs.
Yeah. Yeah, so that made us fans for sure from then.
Yeah.
And then Movements came on.
But where was that? That was in Boston, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was in Alston. So basically in Boston. Yeah.
Alston.
Yeah,
so we had to take like there's the commuter rail. Did we take the commuter rail or do we take a bus?
We took the rail, yeah. If you're gonna do stuff like in Boston, you're looking for stuff to do, take the T. It picked us up at Union Station in Worcester.
And honestly, you can walk to Union Station. Like if you're not carrying too much stuff, it's a nice-ish walk if you go the right way. It's like
and go with somebody
main street there, so
yeah. And it was simple too. Yeah, on the weekend it's $10 for the whole weekend. Actually, it's $10. There,
Actually, not
back,
that
there,
great of a
back.
price for a train. I always take I usually take the bus, which is right next to the train station.
Hmm.
Um, and that is probably you can get it for like as low as $7 one way, I think. But
Greyhound?
what?
Is it Greyhound?
Yeah, there's Greyhound, Peter
Greyhound.
Pan. I think there's more
Hmm.
Peter Pan stuff, but
Hmm.
you know, if you don't have a car, you gotta pay the toll to go through to take the bus.
Pay the price. Fork it over.
Unless you can convince one of your friends to drive you, which is what we did
Yep.
often.
Yep. Thank you, Ricardo.
But closer to home, closer to Worcester, there was the firehouse, right?
Yeah, so that was cool. So there was a show. I'm in a band, and I knew this one guy who lived in Worcester. Our bands played together, and he had a show, and I wasn't doing anything, so I was like, "Oh shit, I'll check it out." And if you guys aren't familiar, this is a firehouse. Yep. Peter pulled up the Facebook page here. Performance Art Theater. Okay.
Yeah, just give them a call if you need to set anything
Just
up.
Yep. Toll free.
Wait, do they have a website?
Oh, do they? Updated their web address. What the heck? Oh, that's just their Gmail. Hey, look, I'm a mutual. One of your friends likes this.
Yo.
Yo.
Yeah, so they're good. I think only their
Yeah.
Facebook is really the place to see stuff, and there's probably nothing going on right now because
Yeah.
of the virus. But
This is the underground scene, man.
underground. It's
This
super
is
underground. This place is like
yeah.
I wouldn't say falling apart, but it's pretty grunge. We'll say grunge. How about that?
Yeah. It's super. Like the couches that they had for us to sit in were just like those couches that you see on the side of the road that are free. And like I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure that's where they got them was from
Yeah,
the
for
side of the
sure.
road. But it was a vibe. It's so like hidden that we almost passed by it.
Yeah.
We couldn't. I mean, I literally passed by it, and then Peter was like, "Dude, I think it's this." And then I think that's what happened. And then once we got in, it was cool. It was very intimate. If you guys are big into music and want to check out the music scene, that's Worcester has a lot of. They used to have a lot more houses, but a lot of them get shut down because like people don't like noise. I guess people don't like music. So this one's still running,
Yeah.
as far as I know.
I'm trying to find the address.
Shoot. Was it in Shrewsbury technically?
I don't think so.
Because like we had to go past the bridge and then keep going on Highland, I think. It's like one of those
I think it is
off-roads.
this one. I think it is this one, right?
Yeah, that's it. I think, yeah. So a lot of these house venues don't give out their addresses publicly, so you have to ask somebody for the address, and that somebody
Yeah.
is usually one of the bands. They'll like post on their Instagram like show Saturday at the firehouse, DM us for the address. Oh, is that it? No way.
I don't think so. That's not it.
Oh,
That's not it, but that looks sick. Right?
is
That's
that not it?
I don't think so.
I think I remember it having like a small doorway, not like one of those arcs.
Yeah.
How many Worcester firefighters have died? That's a fun topic.
Yeah.
DCU Center too. That's a fun place.
DCU Center, yeah, they've like got hockey a lot of the time playing. What else do they got?
Mainly hockey.
Yeah.
They have events sometimes. But if you're looking to go ice skating leisurely, go to the Worcester Ice Center. It's near a bunch of like small breweries and stuff, and that's really nice if you're into that. And the Oval during wintertime in Main Square.
In the like town halls, the square next to town hall.
Yeah. It looked like you were going to say something, Peter.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Forget what I was. I do have something else to say though. There's Purgatory Chasm.
Oh yeah,
that's a cool place.
That's good stuff.
It's like nature. It's a reservation, but it is really cool. It's this big chasm, like, you know, 2 cliff walls next to each other going by. It's pretty impressive, and you'd never even think it's right next to Worcester. You got to drive there though.
Yeah.
No getting around that. But it's very cool.
If you're a bit of a daredevil, you know, you can go to the top of the rocks, get as far to the edge as possible and look down, and you'll get vertigo like no other. It's crazy.
Pee your pants.
Yep. pee all over. And then yep. You can pee off the cliff too if that's what you prefer, but
I don't know.
Up to you.
That's dumb.
Yeah.
Dumb.
We'll put that in the dumb category.
It goes into the dumb category.
Because then it'll land on people and you'll ruin their day most likely. So don't pee on people.
Yeah.
Good lesson.
Also, like, it gets slippery down there, so you peeing on it makes it even more slippery. So just don't do that.
Exactly.
Don't do that.
Dumb.
So the other question we had was from alt_button 2024, class of 2024, chemistry or chemical engineering, maybe.
Yeah, one of those. Probably chemical engineering.
Yeah, probably. Your favorite places to eat or get takeout would be useful. Well, I guess we kind of covered that. I guess we can label it like in each category. So takeout, Subway, obviously. Boomers, you pretty much want to do takeout. You can eat in there though. Mm-hmm. I guess the CC, the campus center, Thai Time.
Thai Time does takeout, yeah. If you're in like a Asian cuisine type mood.
Yeah. Who else is there? Dragon Dynasty does takeout probably.
Yeah.
Taking a little risk there if you want Chinese food.
El Patron is you can get takeout burritos. They're massive, and you're gonna feel so full after it. And try their burritos, El Patron.
I wish I only knew about Chipotle there, and I'm not a huge fan of Chipotle, to be honest.
But you love Panera, right? Panera does takeout too.
Yeah, Panera's my favorite.
I never knew why you don't like Panera. What's the deal with that?
Okay, if I want to get a sandwich like this big for $20, I want there to be like caviar on it and freaking.
Okay,
maybe not $20, but it was like $10, and the sandwich was like this big. And then the bag of chips is like 90% air.
The chips are lame.
The chips are
second that.
There's like no chips. There's like 10 chips in the bag, and the bag is like this.
Yeah.
So I don't like Panera. Their mac and cheese is microwave or something. Like, it's just you're paying for microwave food. Like, why would you do that to yourself?
But their pastries are pretty good, and their bagels are made there, I think. So
some reason I don't believe that. I believe like they're packaged and then sent to Panera, and then they stick it in the toaster oven.
And then they make
But yeah.
Who was that with when you had that experience that we won't mention? Oh, really?
Maybe, I don't know.
Did you go off?
Friends or
inside
I
the
always
Panera?
go off. Yeah, I always go off.
What is this?
I did go off. I was really not happy about that.
Did you eat it? You had to have eaten it. You were just like,
I ate it. I was hungry.
But you were like,
I was angry with every bite. I was like, I hate
Was it good while it lasted though?
No, it wasn't even that
It wasn't
good.
even good.
So bad. But I was
So
hungry.
awkward when you're mad at the food and you just have to eat it anyways.
Okay, like if I'm going to
Yeah.
McDonald's, I understand that I'm going to be eating. If I like pay nothing for it, I'm going to be eating something that tastes terrible.
Cheap,
But
yeah.
if I'm paying $10 for a sandwich, it's going to be a pretty good sandwich.
I agree.
Like the Boynton has $10 sandwiches that are phenomenal. So
Yeah.
what's the point of me going to Panera?
True. True.
But rant and rant.
He,
Uh,
Heat. Yeah,
it's
let's cool
like
it down.
it wouldn't have been an episode without a Panera rant. Like that's the best introduction I think we could.
We gotta have one every episode.
Maybe not, but
It's
we
part of
definitely
it.
need one just to
I'll just
introduce.
bring it up. All right. Should we
I
close
think
it
this
out?
episode is like over an hour.
Yeah, it is.
All right, yeah, let's close it out.
All right. Yeah. So I guess, yeah, that's it.
Thanks for listening to Wisdom. We hope we've, pushed some wisdom into your brain.
Yep, just took it and opened up your skull and shoved it in there and
Open your mind to new
closed it
possibilities.
back up. For sure. Open-mindedness, spirituality. Keep an eye out on the WPI subreddit because that's where we'll be hanging. We always posting our stuff there. And if you get back to us with stuff, you'll be featured.
Yeah.
Just like those people.
Comment anywhere the video is posted, like YouTube or or on Reddit if we are able to post it there. See what the moderators have to say about it.
Yeah.
But we would love to hear from new students, alumni, prospective students, what you want to know and see if we can answer it at all to the best of our abilities. And if we can't answer it, we're gonna find a guest speaker. I mean, we know a few folks around campus
for sure.
So
we have friends.
we promise. We promise.
Yeah, guys, we're cool.
All right, that's it for now, though. So
all right,
stay safe.
Next time.
Take it easy.
Cool.
Bye.
That works.